All right, guys, it's Tuesday. We're back again. Got a few more questions. This is the Thanksgiving Day special. Gobble, gobble. And I got a few more questions. This first one is from Jerry Shin. When he's on his back, especially when he's doing backstroke, he gets a leg cramp. And he's wondering why nothing happens when he's on his front and everything's fine, everything's fluid. Then when he goes on his back, all of a sudden he gets a leg cramp. Well, this happens with a lot of swimmers, and really it has to do with the fact that when you're on your front, you're in your comfort zone. Everything, you know, you're in control of everything that's going on. You can get everything balanced, everything's smooth. And as soon as you go on your back, then a lot of times you're in a little bit of a different position than you're used to up here, if you realize it or not. So you're kind of in a little bit of a safety or survival mode, and your body doesn't quite do the motions or respond the way that you want it to. So that nice smooth body roll that you might have as doing freestyle from side to side might be a little bit flatter, and you're not quite getting the rotation that you'd like. Your stroke may not be as balanced. You may favor a strong side. Now, all of these imbalances with your body and with your stroke could cause you to favor something to such an extreme that it'll actually start cramping up on you. So you got to make sure when you're in doing different strokes and when you're in different positions that you're actually remaining balanced, and you have the same kind of body roll, stroke balance, body balance. All of these things are the same if you're on your front or your back. Well, Jerry, I hope that helps you out. Best of luck, and here's another swimming food for you guys. All right, guys, now the second question is from Omar De La Rosa, and this swimmer is actually asking about treading. It's about the egg beater kick, and the egg beater kick is where your legs alternate like this, and it's usually the one that's used, if you guys saw my other videos, the one that they use for survival techniques, and it's the most common for staying on the surface of the water. And what he's asking is, what's the best body position? Not what the kick is, but what's the best body position for the egg beater? Well, you actually want to be in a sitting position. You want to drop your butt down a little bit, and you want to be in more of a crouched position in the water to where your legs are going back and forth in an alternating pattern. I've got a video on it. There's several videos on it that are out there, so it should be able to clear it up. But Omar, I hope that helps you out, and here is the free workout for this week. Enjoy. Hey, lap swimmers, each week I'm going to try to get on here, and sorry, I just found a good spot, and let you guys see in store the kind of stuff that you need to get. I know a lot of times with lap swimmers that are just getting into it, it can be a little bit confusing when you see all the kinds of stuff that's in the store. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run in here and I'm going to show you guys a few things on the shelf. I don't know how loud I want to be able to talk, but I am going to be able to show you guys some stuff. Alright guys, you guys can see that the goggle selection, they have a pretty good one. I'm actually at a Dick's Sporting Goods right now. The Speedo section looks to be pretty stocked, and they do have most of their goggles are actually going to be, they're going to have a rubber coating on them, which is good. That's what you want. The part around the eyes, the eye sealant part is going to be rubber. Like you can see on this one, this has got pretty thick rubber right here. It's got a pretty, now these can work well and they can be pretty comfortable, but the more you get around there, usually you're going to be sacrificing a little bit of suction, or you're going to be playing with it a little bit. The kind that I like usually have very little rubber around the eyes, but to be honest with you, I don't see a whole lot of pairs that are like the Swedes or the Socket Rockets or different things like that, because usually those are a little bit more of a specialty goggle. So you'll find those at swim shops, like a store that's actually dedicated to just swimming gear and apparel. And they do have some good ones. These Tier Velocity ones and the Vanquishers and Speedo's got several, the Hydrosity. They've got several pairs that are pretty good for competitive and lap swimming. If you're going to go with some of the comfort pairs, they're going to cost you a little bit. If you want the performance as well, it will usually be between about 12, if you look around, $12 and $20 for a pair. If you go with the actual basics, the Swedish style goggles, then usually you'll be able to find a pair of those for like $5 or less, and those are the kind I actually like. They're a little bit more basic. They just have the rubber cord around the back, and they've got a string that goes in between the eyes. I hope that helped you out, but even at this time of year, it's actually, they've got a pretty good selection here at Dick's. Usually Sports Authority has an even better competitive swimming stock. But all right, guys, take care. Bye. All right, guys, and the last question this week is from Tiara Westbrook, and she's asking about, while she's swimming freestyle, she's got the head motion down, she's doing the lateral breathing on the side. But what she's struggling with is that the water always seems to go in her nose while she's doing it. The easiest thing to do is to make sure that you're double checking yourself, because everybody knows that you're gonna breathe out through your nose and in through your mouth. If you're not doing that, that's the way you need to do it, out through your nose and in through your mouth. Now, here's the part where you actually need to double check yourself. Okay, you know to breathe out through your nose and in through your mouth. Okay, great. But you need to double check yourself while you turn your head and make sure that while you're inhaling through your mouth, that you aren't inhaling just a little bit through your nose. And one of the biggest problems that you could have would be assuming that you're not and have that actually be the problem. Now, the second thing that it might be just a natural response by your body to not be able to have that slight pressure in your nose that keeps the water out. So if you want to double check yourself on this, go to the shallow end and just sit on the bottom of the pool and blow air out of your nose. That's all you're going to do. Blow through your nose just to the point to where you would just start to blow bubbles out, but don't let it actually come out. So you'd have like it sounds gross, but you'd have like a little bubble on each nostril right there, and feel that pressure that it would take for you to maintain that while you're swimming. Just feel comfortable with that little bit of pressure to where you would have almost a bubble coming out of each of your nostrils, your nose holes right there. And to most people, that would be something that's natural. They already know how to do that. That's kind of common sense. But to some people, your body may not identify it as quickly. So you may have to train yourself to actually hold up, maintain that pressure, that very, very slight pressure, just so water doesn't go up into your nose. So Tiara, I hope that helps you out, and I hope those skills are something that you can double check with yourself, and it may just take a little bit of training, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're not even thinking about it anymore. All right, lap swimmers, that's it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Don't forget to write questions. You got some questions, write them down on the responses of my videos. I'll get to them as soon as I can. All right, guys, I hope that helped you out, and I will see you next Tuesday. All right, bye.